Hey guys, it's time for another American Horror Story vlog for the week. So, you saw last video, I had to combine the two previous episodes into one video since I missed 1 week due to the con, but I didn't have to do that this time. I got to see this one right away. And last episode we left off, Richard Ramirez got resurrected by Satan, apparently. And we also get to see the nurse, the not nurse, the one that released Mr. Jingles. She apparently is fascinated with serial killers because her stepfather was one. We see it in the introduction. There's like a flashback that shows that she was like following her stepfather, thinking that he was cheating on her mom, and then when she like follows him into the apartment or wherever it is that he's sleeping with her, she barges in and he's in the process of killing her. And she tries to talk him out of it, tries to talk him into turning himself in and everything, and he just kills himself right in front of her. And so she wants to study them or whatever, but she's way too obsessed with them and just wants to study them in action. And so now she's responsible for all these people dying, and also responsible for basically the guy, Mr. Jingles, killing even more people, even though he technically didn't even kill people to begin with. It was all Margaret, the camper lady, the Christian camper lady. And the dude who played I keep blanking on his name. The dude who played the Antichrist in the first Apocalypse in the last season. In the episode before this, I explained how he got shoved in an oven and almost burned to death, but he's still alive and he's just really badly burned. And he's not taking it well. He ends up torching one of the cars. And he wants to try and get back at the other kids. And he has the best line in this episode. I think this is the best line in the entire season. Just the way he delivers it. They're trying to get him to calm down. They're like, "You need to breathe," and he goes, "You want me to breathe? I have breathed in the white hot fire of 1,000 suns." It's just the line delivery on that was it was perfect. It was the perfect over the top delivery on that to be hilarious and dramatic at the same time. And so they end up knocking him out because he's obviously crazy. The dude, the black guy who died in the last episode, he's back. He's a ghost because I guess the ground that the camp is on is cursed or something, because we get revealed throughout this episode that other people that die on the grounds get turned into ghosts, but not all of them, only some of them. I don't know if they're going to explain that. Maybe there's a certain condition that the person has to meet, because he's not the only one that gets turned into a ghost. And at first he doesn't even realize he's dead, and he and Brooke end up sleeping together, so she fucks a ghost. And she goes to get a drink out of the refrigerator, because they're in the dining hall, and his head is in the fridge. And they're just "Oh god, what the hell, what was his head doing in here?" And so he realizes he's dead, and she does too. She ends up freaking out. Her and Montana end up having a big fight because Montana's finally about to kill her, and is explaining to her that "Oh yeah, you were that she was the sister of the guy that her fiance killed at the wedding, and she still blames her," and yada yada yada. And there's a really big intense skirmish between the two of them that ends up ending with Brooke killing Montana, but she kills And she kills her like right when it's like morning and the campers are arriving. So like the bus stops like right in front of them. She doesn't even realize it, and it's like right as she's like stabbing her to death. And so all the kids see this, and of course that does not look good. She ends up getting arrested. Nobody believes her that she was, and because Margaret has her take the fall. She ends up stabbing herself in the leg after she's killed a bunch of the other campers or camp counselors. Again, making it look like she's just the victim. She's not the real killer. And it's just like, oh no, she went crazy. She killed everyone, and she tried to kill me. Yada yada yada. At first I thought it was like, oh gee, is this really where it's gonna end? But no. Mr. Jingles almost gets killed by the Antichrist guy. He shoots him with like a bunch of arrows from a bow and arrow. But Richard Ramirez shows up like right when Mr. Jingles is like about to die, and like he asks him like, do you accept Satan as your Lord and Master or something? And I guess like he resurrects Mr. Jingles too through the power of Satanism. This is getting weird. This is turning into kind of a weird season. But I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride, and I'm wondering what else is gonna happen, because yeah, it ends with, so Montana's a ghost now too. She ends up killing one of the last police officers to leave, that's about to leave. And she after she kills him, she does the freaking Ghostbusters line of like, oh, there is no Montana, only Zool, which is like, oh god, like, yeah, great line there. And so I'm wondering what's gonna happen now. Because we have Richard Ramirez and Mr. Jingles are now rolling together. They steal a cop car and take off, and I guess they're gonna go looking for Margaret to kill her, since that's basically what Mr. Jingles wants now. Yeah, a lot happened in this. I'm wondering, how are the ghosts gonna play a role in this? Because obviously, because that's the other thing, the ghosts can't leave the campground. Because the black dude, he walks up to like the paramedics, and they try and take his blood pressure. He literally has no pulse because he's dead, and so they load him into the ambulance. And as they're driving out, he just shows back up at the entrance to the camp, not in the ambulance. So so they can't leave. So they have to probably take it back to the camp. I'm wondering what's gonna happen in the next one. Yeah, Richard Ramirez is having a lot bigger role in this than I was expecting. Yeah, like I said, in the last episode, the last vlog, I have a few problems with that, just mainly off the like, just as kind of a history nerd as I am, I'm just like, oh, that's not what happened in Richard Ramirez's life story. But I'm still, like I said, I'm enjoying this. I'm not like face palming every time something happens on screen. Like with, I keep making fun of Colt, which because that season was terrible. But I'm not like feeling miserable watching this. I'm not enjoying this. It's got a lot of good lines, like the white hot fire of 1,000 suns line, which good luck topping that. I don't think they're going to be able to top that line the rest of the season. I'm gonna keep watching. I can't wait for to see how this whole season is gonna end. I'm wondering what's gonna happen with Brooke. That's the other thing. Brooke's turning into like a really interesting character. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Because after she sleeps with the black dude, I really wish I could remember all their names. I can't remember like all their names. She like explains to him about like kind of a little bit about her backstory, where she apparently was like a huge nerd in high school. But then like this one dude who hated like coming in second would basically like started spreading rumors around about her, and so she started basically pretending. In response, she basically started pretending to be like a total ditz and not know things, so that he would get number one. And then he ended up being her fiance. So yeah, she fell for the biggest piece of shit in the school. And yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. It was like and super sad. And it's like, geez, you had to completely change your behavior just to appease this jock douchebag. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's most of what happened in the episode. I'm also wondering what's gonna happen with the psychologist lady. Cause yeah, she hasn't died yet. Like it looks like Mr. Jingles is about to kill her after she explains about why she did it, why she let him free and everything. But then he just basically tells her, it's like, no, you're gonna live with what you did, and he just leaves and lets her live. So I'm wondering what's gonna happen with her. I have a feeling probably she's gonna try and like redeem herself by like sacrificing herself to do something. She's probably gonna die like at the end of the season. I'm wondering what's gonna happen with Brooke, because yeah, now she's like taking the fall for everything that happened at the camp, and she didn't do anything. It was all freaking self-defense with her. Yeah, the burned guy, the white hot fire of 1,000 suns, he's dead too. I don't know if he's a ghost. We haven't seen that he's a ghost yet. But yeah, all of that remains to be seen, and I'm gonna be there to watch it with you guys. Hello to all the new subscribers I've gotten from my little collab with my buddy at the convention, my buddy Riv. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I'm planning on doing another creepypasta reading soon. I promise it's gonna be like really soon, before Halloween. I've also got a top 10 list that I'm gonna try and make by the time Halloween's over, at least by the start of November, because it has to do with Halloween. I want to do it like around then. So look forward to that, and I hope you guys are still liking these vlogs. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Later!